Hello, you're watching episode 233 of Nuggets Dungeon Terrain. Before we get started, don't forget to check out the description below. It has links to Steampunk Saga. It's the last few days of the Kickstarter campaign. My search for what I consider the perfect dungeon tile has now brought me to Mark 6 of my cavern terrain. This time I'm going with a hardboard base. The advantage of this is it won't warp. There's a fair bit of weight so it won't slide around, and it's not as high, therefore I'll be able to stack things a little bit higher in the shelving that I have. I've made a whole stack of pieces that are 6 inches squared. This is a fair bit bigger than my previous ones. I'm hoping to be able to fit some larger monsters on these tiles. The entry and exit points are all 2 inches wide, and I'm going to be building the terrain on the rough side of the board. This means the smooth side's facing down and will move across the table without scratching it. Working on the rough side also means that my different adhesives and the plaster that I'll use will stick a little easier to the board. Once again, I'm using as much of the scrap XPS foam as I can. I'm using this to make all of the corners and the sides of the caverns. I use this pre-made plaster filler to cover over the base. You'll notice I've made a pool in the middle by gluing this ring of rocks. If your pre-made plaster is getting a little dry, just add a little water to the brush, and to move it around you can just dab a little water and just stipple it into its different locations. I found this a super effective way. I'll definitely be using this one again. This photo is taken the next day. You can tell that the plaster is dry by the different colorations depending on how thick it is. Instead of just crashing out the whole set, I decided to just make this one sample. So hopefully there's something here that you like and you're ready to join, subscribe and get ready to watch the next video, because the next one is the objective room, and there's a couple of really cool ideas with that I can't wait to share. Here's a look at the Mark IV next to the Mark V. You can definitely see the difference in size, and in this picture you can see the difference in height as well. Remember to check out the link below, and if the Kickstarter campaign has ended, the link will be changed to the drive-through RPG link instead.